Meh, meh, meh. Alright, alright, alright. I don't know what the hell were those sounds. Don't worry about it. Let me just put this real quick. We are starting off the stream very shortly. Well, actually, the stream is right now, but I am actually just setting some stuff up. So, today's live stream is all about the Gunslinger's hidden effects. Obviously, I do this every single time that I'm about to do a... just before doing the actual live stream. Not live stream, the video for hidden effects. I was just sitting down and I finished editing the whole audio for the next video, which is about the store packs. And yeah, I made sure to just have everything just ready to go. Oh, let me just get rid of this. I've been having the quality issue once again. Here's the thing, like, if I put in the maximum quality, if I just stand still for a little bit, it's just going to have some lag spikes, some horrible lag spikes. I think it's doing fine. Hopefully it's doing fine. Anyways. So, right now I am going to get all of the hidden effects for the Gunslinger, which I don't think I got. I think I got 3 rings for the Gunslinger. So I think I gotta craft 2 rings and get 2 more, so that'll be 4. Hey, how's it going? So I'm going to get 2 rings. Gunslinger, lock and load stunning ammo. And this one has Gunslinger stunning ammo. So that would be lock and load stunning ammo. So this one should be stunning, because I don't want to mess up the ring that I have. This one should be lock and load, and the other one should be Gunslinger. So let me just grab another prime loop. And Gunslinger. Time to test out all of the hidden effect rings. And yeah, those are going to be everything. So I have not done any of the testing. The only one that I did testing was Gunslinger when it was available, obviously, back then as a ring modifier. But I have not tested stunning ammo, nor I have tested the lock and load. So I will do all of those. Now, so that's going to be essentially the whole entirety of the live stream. This is just going to be me just testing out the hidden effects. So I will be just doing all that. So charge shot have a chance to stun. So that's the first one. Is it any charge shot? So yes, any charge shot. Chance? Does it have a cooldown? Hold on. Is it chances? Seems to be really high. Huh. Chances are pretty high. Okay. Joe. Oh boy. I'm John. Hey, how's it going? Reroll when this way, energy regen, crit damage based in slot. Now for Shadow Hunter on bow, I would probably just say keep crit damage. Crit damage or energy regen. I'll probably just say keep crit damage. Yeah. It seems to be like a 1 second stun, so that's the first thing. So that's the first note to keep in mind. It's a 1 second stun. So big question, big question. It seems to also have an internal cooldown of 1 second. Because it's not stunning a whole lot. Hmm. Alright, so it seems to be, obviously it's a 1 second stun, chances seems to be rather high. It triggers also on AoE, and it seems to have like around a 1 second cooldown. And it does obviously work on every single charge shot, so regular and any level, including passive and including ult. And chances seems to be around a 20% chance. Or 20 or 10 to 20% chance. Because the AoE is not stunning anything. Yeah, it's barely stunning anything, so I'm... Maybe chances are higher with the direct, but it doesn't matter. It seems to be like around maybe a 20% chance. And he only stuns at one time, so it seems to have like the internal cooldown. Like it seems to only stun one enemy at a time from the looks of it. So it seems to only stun one enemy at a time for 1 second with around at least a 1 second cooldown, a 20% chance. What is my crit hit? Why am I not critting every... Oh, 98%. Ugh. No wonder. Not having 100% crit hit on Gunslinger, imagine. That is the biggest why. Imagine not having 100% crit hit on Gunslinger, who has 15% by default. And not to mention critical hit level ups. Okay. Yes, I am. I'm testing stunning ammo. So the first ability. So obviously it's a stun, so you can tell by the, by the yellow thing up above the enemy. So since it's a stun, it means that it doesn't work on Titan level bosses, Delta bosses. So it's just going to work on dungeon enemies. So this is going to be a pretty ability at that. A pretty mediocre ability. It's a 10 to 20% chance to activate from the looks of it. So I'll chug it down to 15% chances. But it seems to stun more often. So I'll probably just chug it down to 20%. So let me just shoot 10 times to see. 1. So there's a stun. There's essentially 3. 4. So yeah, 25%. So let's go. There's a stun. There is another stun. So either the chances are too high and the cooldown is just... Well, here's the stun. Let me just wait 5 seconds. Let's see if it stuns again. Oh, never mind. The chances are really high. It just has a longer cooldown than 1 second. Because I'm waiting like at least 5 seconds and it stuns at least on no more than 3 shots from the looks of it for the most part. Yeah, it seems to be like around 50% chance actually. It just has a longer cooldown. 50-60% chances. One, two, three. It seems to have a 3-second cooldown. Two, three, 1, 2, 3. Sounds right over there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. 2 seconds. Right, here's the stun. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it seems to be around 2 seconds cooldown. So 2-second cooldown, 1 second duration. It stuns on every single one. Okay. Chances are pretty high as well. Chances seems to be like around a 50-60% chance. Or even higher because it stuns like so frequently and consistently every 2 seconds. So I'm pretty sure it has a higher stun chance proc, whatever the hell you want to call them. Anyways, that is that one. That is stunning ammo. Alright. Dodging gives you an instant charge shot. Resets after a short cooldown. So doing this. Three, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 seconds. There's no indication of the cooldown. The cooldown seems to be 3-4 seconds. Yeah, it's not 3. It's definitely not 3. Okay. Okay. 2, 3, 4. So it seems to have a 4-second cooldown. Alright. Hmm. 4. 4-second cooldown, give or take. 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's a... And the cooldown starts as soon as you shot. Well, as soon as you shoot, not shot. As soon as you shoot. So... 4 seconds, yeah. Give or take 4 seconds of cooldown. Sure. It's not bad. I'd probably say this might be the Gunslinger's best ability. Because it gives you an instant level 3 charge shot, and level 3 charge shot can one-shot literally everything and anything. You can technically just use this towards your advantage for something like your topside. This could mean your main bossing ability. Like when your ultimate ability is off cooldown, let's just say you're right here, you kill a lot of stuff. Whatever. You delete everything. And then by the time that you get to the next dungeon, you literally just dodge and throw this. Just one shot. And then you move on to the next dungeon and you should have enough for this. Just throw it again. I mean, it's the only thing that I can see. I do feel this is the best out of the Gunslinger. Which is saying a lot. Gunslinger doesn't have the best one out there. For sure. So 4-second cooldown gives you a max out level 3 charge shot, the same as the passive. You can get the one from the passive. And well, it overlaps the one from the passive. Well, it doesn't overlap. How should I put it? You can, like, the ability won't proc after, like, the cooldown will not start even if you do have the passive ability active. So if you shoot and you get the passive a level 3 charge shot and you do a dodge, you don't have the cooldown, because if you shoot you can just dodge and get another one. So I mean, it's decent. It's alright. It's alright. Not bad, but obviously it's not great, but probably it's going to be the best out of all of them. Let me just put a nice sub. Because time for the controversial one. Not controversial, as in... At one point, a lot of people say, "Oh my god, Berserk Slinger, it is the best ability." Oh, boy almighty, how many times do people have said, "Oh yes, Berserk Slinger for Gunslinger is the best." But they didn't realize about this. Yep, cannot do anything. Ah, give me flask! So yeah, that is going to be Berserk Slinger. Berserk Slinger, it will say when using run and gun, you gain Berserk, increasing damage and attack speed, but greatly reducing movement speed. But it doesn't tell you that Berserk, it is going to be the same as the Berserker emblem, as this one. So that type of Berserk, which is just going to force you to go basic. I mean, in a way, you can just technically... Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, no, you cannot go Berserk and ult at the same time. Anyways. But yeah, you essentially gain the same benefit as the Berserker emblem. So, going into my damage... 342. $427. Hold on. So 257 is going to be my attacks, but you know what? Let me just get rid of Arcane Trial, whatever. So my attack speed goes from 257 to down to 231. Also, they nerfed it from the... Damn. So you're telling me... Devs, why? This is even worse when it was an ability modifier. Oh my god. So now I get when they said during the live stream when Polish Paragon was going to be announced. When Polish Paragon update was announced, they did mention that they toned down the Gunslinger Berserk Slinger, and they thought, oh yeah, you know, that the ability was too strong. So at first I thought, oh yeah, so it was just broken, as in you got more damage because you get more damage and more attack speed. And the thing is, back then you used to gain actually a lot more attack speed with your ult. Now it actually still decreases your attack speed, so they toned down the attack speed gain. And the damage I do believe is still the same. So I need to just double check my full base damage. So for base damage I need to double check that one. So that's going to be a long math process for that particular... No, you cannot use Flask. You cannot do anything. Like, you're literally stuck using this animation. If I press Flask, nothing is happening. You cannot dodge. You cannot use any abilities. You're literally just stuck. For the whole 10-second duration. So, yes, Berserk Slinger is kinda bad. Kinda bad. And by kind of, I mean really bad. Because it used to give you enough attack speed to reach maximum attack speed with Berserk Slinger, and that's no longer the case. Now I see what they mean. Oh yeah, no. We lowered the attack speed because it was too strong. Oh, damn, but it was broken then at one point. Then I didn't even realize. Nope. It's just the attack speed bonus that you used to get got toned down. That's what happened. Like, and I was telling everyone, Berserk Slinger is terrible, but you know. Oh no, Berserk Slinger made the Gunslinger way too overpowered. Oh, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But yeah, just don't listen to me. Because that was a thing. People used to say that the Gunslinger's Berserk Slinger was completely broken and busted. And just made the Gunslinger too strong. When in reality it didn't. And that the attack speed bonus got nerfed on an ability which was already pretty terrible. Heck, even if you... Like, the thing is, even if you could get the... even if you could use Flask, That wouldn't make the Gunslinger overpower or anything. The DPS will still be lower than that of Chloromancer, even with the damage increase if you could use Flask. I mean, it was pretty terrible in the first place. Now it's even worse. This one is completely useless. By far. This is just completely useless. Because you're not getting you're not getting any attack speed benefits. Yes, you're technically shooting faster, but you're still shooting lower than your base. And yes, you're getting more damage, but you cannot use flash, so the actual damage is going to be less. So then again, we're just left with something completely horrible. So going from 257, going down to 231. What room I had? That's 204 from 227. So let me just remove my face as well. So 197. So this one, it should be as close as actually, you know, the actual percentages, so I can actually just see. That's 197. It goes down to 177. So that's a 10% decrease in attack speed, give or take. So around 10% decrease in attack speed versus the regular one, which is a 25 attack speed decrease. So regularly you go from 197 to, it should be like, yeah, 148, which is 25%. But this one, it will be like a minus 10% attack speed. Which, I guess, you used to be able to get like, what? Like plus 50% on both attack speed and bonus percentage magic damage. No, heck, it used to be 50% total magic damage and 50 or 75% attack speed, or 75 base attack speed, something like that. It was kind of high. And that got lowered to minus 10%. So imagine from plus 75% to minus 10%. That is an 85% swing right there, differences. And the total magic damage, I do believe it got toned down to bonus percentage magic damage. This one I cannot do testing because I cannot hover my mouse to see the percentages. So I had to actually do manual calculations for that one in particular. Because I go from 342 to 427, 772. So let me just do a quick something. Let me just get the good old calculator, senpai. All right. Let you have it right here. Good old-fashioned calculator, senpai. I actually forgot how to actually check percentages. I do believe it's just that 342 to 18. That is the wrong button. divided by 427, 772. 80%. So 20% damage increase I'm getting. So that has to be bonus percentage damage. Because if I do it the other way around, it's going to be the same. So 427, 772. Divide that by 342, 28. What the hell am I even typing? 342, 218. 25. So yeah, 25% damage increase. That's the actual numerical. So 25% damage increase I'm getting into my magic damage. So either A is 25% total magic damage, or is it going to be base damage increase? Which I need to test that one out. Which I forgot. How much mastery, how much percentage do I have? So it is going to be... what are going to be my percentages? So my percentages is, obviously this one is 20. I know I have my calculator right there. Let me just put this right here. So I know my percentages is 25. So I had 25 because of working. Plus the mastery. I don't think I got any more percentages anywhere else. Gunslinger doesn't have any percentages by default. Do any dragons give? No dragon gives percentages. All of them give base. And mastery is 500, so that's 500 times 0.2. That's 100% if I recall correctly, right? So that would be 0.2. Multiply that by 500. Is it 100? Yeah, it's definitely 100. So I am getting 125. So that'll be 2.25. So that will mean that my... Oh, that's 342, 218, divide that. I had 2.25, right? So that would be my base. 152k. So that is my base, 152k. Okay, cool. So 427, 772 minus 342, 218. That's an 85% damage increase. Multiply that by 2. 171. Okay, cool. So 8554. That is the number. 8554. 855. Hey, how's it going? So that is how much damage I'm getting from hey, welcome back. So this is how much damage I'm actually getting. What was the result again? 152.97. Let's just go 152.97. Nope. Alright, so let me just go 152.97. Divide that by 8554. 85554. 77. I don't think this one is the one that is correct. That would be a huge increase in damage. Which I don't believe that's the case. So let me just get rid of a couple of gems, yeah. I don't have free gems. Store. My regeminators. Ooh, they give me 20. Okay. So I'm pretty sure it's a 25% damage increase. Total damage increase. Let me just get rid of... Let me just get rid of all of my lesser gems. My lesser gem should be right there. Oh, god damn it. You know what? I'll stop just clicking on that screen. But yeah, these are all of my gems. Okay, cool. Now, my damage is 191,707. So 191,707, multiply that by 1.25. So my magic damage should be 239, around 239.6. Yeah, okay. We got it. 25% damage increase. So it's a 25% total magic damage increase. Damn, that also got lower. It was 50%. So it got low. Great job, devs. Making a useless ability even more useless. You gotta love it. The developers literally just made a useless ability even more useless. Oh my god. You saw it here. You saw it here. You saw it here first. How they made a pretty useless ability into a more useless ability. If you check the hidden effects, the class modifiers video that I made when I was just, you know, explaining all of the class modifiers when just before they introduced crystal rings. Gunslinger was one of them, and the damage was 50% total magic damage. It was like around 75% total attack speed with your ult. Like you used to essentially go max attack speed and do 50% bonus damage, but obviously you were stuck. So it was essentially a pretty terrible ability. And nonetheless, because you cannot use flash, you can use any ability. You cannot do anything, essentially. The only thing that you can do is jump. So... it's so funny because back then, even with all of those damage increase, still pretty horrible. It's a pretty terrible ability. So now with this, it's just why? Now I need to check how much attack speed do you get while on non-ult. But I'll probably just... You know what? I was going to say I was going to do that off stream. But that's the point of this live stream. The point of this live stream is to test out the abilities. So... Again, just to showcase the actual attack speed increase, it should be plus 100, so my attack speed should be 357. I'll just activate my ult, so my attack speed should be 350. Oh, never mind, it's 449. Never mind, though, it's a little bit higher. Still doesn't matter. Actually, what am I saying? It's 75%, right? Isn't it 75% bonus attack speed? Let me check. I forgot the actual Gunslinger one. 257 multiplied by 1.75, so that's 449. So yeah, so that's 75 75% attack speed increase normally that you're getting, right? Yeah. 75% attack speed increase that you're getting by default without the ring equip. I wouldn't be surprised if they increase it to 2 times. What is it? I can barely read it. Oh, there. Oh, 257. 539. That's definitely a given. 257 multiply that by 2. No, 514. So no. Oh, 539 divided by 257. 210. So 110% more attack speed. Oh ho. Essentially, 110% more attack speed. Doesn't matter. So instead of 75% attack speed, it will increase it to 110%. Yay. In other words, still useless. Pretty mediocre. I just found that really funny. God damn it. Oh yeah, we had to tone it down because it was kind of too strong. Yeah, we toned it down. It was too strong on the Gunslinger. It was, kind of overpowered. I'm like, oh damn. They must have been like really, really good, according to a lot of people. Well, according to the devs. No. It was not too strong. Maybe with the first burst where you can just do this. And just activate flask, get the first burst out. But that's only for 3 seconds and that's it. If you want the ult once again, then you have to spam flask. And... this is currently the potential max burst DPS that you can get on the Gunslinger. Let me just get Lunar's up. So, activating flask, ult, and that's it. I can activate any flask, then go back. That is Berserk Slinger in a nutshell, right there. Horrible. With my Ice Age, technically it's higher powering, but it's still... Yeah, I don't need to just explain more. So, old flask. Yeah. This is a little bit of a comparison. Or heck, you know what? A character that a lot of people don't think is really all that. People really underestimate Lunar Lancer's DPS. But you know what? Let's just go with a Lunar Lancer. Yay! Into the classroom are attacking the... And so I just go here. Yeah, I don't need to just say anything else. You know. I don't need to say anything else like this. It's already right there, self-explanatory. And Lunar Lancer is not meant to be, well, for the most part, a lot of people don't look at the Lunar Lancer in terms of DPS, and it can just do dumb stuff like that. Because the amount of 9s everywhere, floating around everywhere. Just 9 everywhere. And let's start talking about pre-patch Chloro, because obviously, yes, with only this, it's and that's why it got toned down in terms of damage. That's why the Chloro got toned down in terms of damage. Yes. That's why Berserkslinger is just so horrible. And Gunslinger is an alright class right now, pre-Shadowy Spotlight. Post-Shadowy Spotlight is just going to be meh. Pretty much the only thing that is just going to be good is just that other classes can do better. I mean, I'll probably just say, in terms of like Gunslinger, use it only if you want to. Because it can be fun just to go around and just destroy everything in your path like this. Still going to feel like really good in terms of DPS, but no. Yeah, Rev is decent. Rev is pretty good. Actually, just speaking of Rev, want to do something real quick. Want to do something real quick. That's not bad. Numbers floating everywhere. That ult is just going to get increasing damage, double damage essentially. But yeah. There we go. We already got all of the data needed for this. I'm not going to just do thoughts on every single class, by the way. Yeah, Draco is decent as well. Pretty fun. But yeah, just once again, Gunslinger's hidden effects, all of them seems to be kind of which is pretty bad considering what the Gunslinger is getting in the actual Shadowy Spotlight update, which obviously Gunslinger's got a nerf in terms of damage output. Alright, dude. So the Gunslinger's hidden effect not being as good is actually a big detriment for the character, because this character got a nerf and he wasn't necessarily the strongest character out there. It's just weird. Now he's doing post patch is doing on par DPS with post nerf Ice Age, and Ice Age doesn't have the highest DPS out there. There's going to be plenty of other characters that will do higher DPS than Ice Age and Gunslinger. post Shadowy Spotlight, but while the Ice Age can distill the top of the top in terms of floor clearing, especially in the mid to high delving. Gunslinger is just going to be falling behind on everything. So I feel right now, out of all of the characters, the perfect opportunity to get some sort of reward for the next character would be Gunslinger. Believe it or not. Because here's the thing. Gunslinger after the nerf might be potentially the worst overall class in the game. And hear me out. It's not because it doesn't do the highest DPS. It's not because it is weak. It's not. It's far from the lowest DPS class in the game. But it's on the same place as Chloromancer was prior to the rework. Chloromancer had potential really high DPS. But like all the time. But the problem with the Chloromancer was that, you know, it was only technically good in terms of DPS, but it was still weaker than a lot of classes in the game that were actually just strong in terms of DPS. I feel the Gunslinger is in the same realm. The only good thing about the Gunslinger is that it's much easier to use, and you can just technically just go still use it pretty well. It's not like the Chloromancer in that regard, because Chloromancer back then was tough to actually even level up. The Gunslinger not so much, but it's like I had the Gunslinger post nerf like as the worst, because it has technically lower DPS than Ice Age. It's not good in dungeon grinding. It requires class gem. It requires attack speed, and it's a character that it's not the best in terms of like, you know, leveling up. It's a class that relies solely on ult. And, you know, as an all-around class, what are we left with? It has a weaker basic attack post Shadowy Spotlight for some reason that got nerfed. And it has a worse ultimate ability. Ultimate ability class gem, I mean. Less damage, which is not that big of a deal because it's still ridiculous damage. So I don't know. That's where I feel the Gunslinger is at, and considering that the hidden effects are still pretty mediocre, I feel that the Gunslinger definitely should be a character that needs to be looked into once again. I never understood why it got nerfed. Like, I can talk to a lot of endgame players, like people that are just in the top of the mastery. Everyone will tell you the same thing. I don't know why they nerfed the Gunslinger. It was never like, it wasn't the strongest class out there. It wasn't the highest DPS. It was essentially pretty mediocre. Especially since Chloromancer essentially just took over as the class for the main boss killer in terms of DPS and such. So, I don't know. That's where I feel Gunslinger is located at. This, it's sad to see because I'm pretty sure a lot of people really do like the Gunslinger. It's popular. Obviously, it was popular because it was strong. Would have thunk. But a lot of people do like how the character looks or plays. If I actually do just go into the power rank right here, you know, there's still a lot of people that are just high up there. And Seven-Sided Psycho still had not logged in for for the pearls, so he has not gotten any of the resets. But either way, as you can tell, look at the amount of people that are just maxed out with their Gunslinger. You know, there's a lot of people over 36.8 KPR. 18 people, at least on Xbox, are 36.8 KPR Gunslinger. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people really do like the Gunslinger. It's unlike the Knight. Like the Knight, there's only 7 people. A Trickster, there is only 3 people. Draco, you know, Draco, there should be even still 11. Neon Ninja should be a lot. Never mind, there's only 7. Candy Barbarian, 3. Fire Captain, only 1. And this guy is still also Johnny, has not logged in. Even Shadow Hunter, still 15, 16 people. Ice Age definitely should be a lot. Everyone uses Ice Age. There's 50 people. 55 people, including myself. No, never mind. I'm not 36.8 because I don't have a C4 ring. So well over 50 people. So yeah, Ice Age. But yeah, you get the point at this point right now. There's a lot of people that still do use the Gunslinger, have a strong enough Gunslinger. The fact that it's just getting... There's another class. The fact that it's getting nerfed and it doesn't have the best ring ability out there. There's quite a lot of Vanguardian, actually. Never thought about that one. So, yeah. You can see what I mean. Like, there isn't very many people. There's a lot of people that uses Gunslinger more than any other class in the entire game. It's among the most popular characters in terms of like top power rank, and not to mention there's a lot of people that still do talk about the Gunslinger and do like the character. So I think the best option that they should go for is go into the Gunslinger, attack the Gunslinger, make it, you know, look into the character once more, because that nerf was completely unnecessary. Let's just hope that, I don't know, it gets tuned. I think that would just make it great. Like, why didn't this character get the Ice Age treatment? If all they wanted to do is nerf the DPS on the Gunslinger, which why? Then make all of the other stuff stronger. Make blast jump activate much quicker. Make it do 8 times damage or something like that. Shard shot. I don't know why this is even in the game. Oh. And basic attack, make it do 2 times. Instead of 1.2, which is why. Gotta sneeze. Oh, Jesus. Again, the constant weather changing is messing me up quite badly. Remember yesterday when I was streaming, I was just saying, oh yeah, 1 hour it was cold, then the next hour it was raining, then the next hour it was hot and warm, and then it's back again to raining, and then it's back again into just feeling kind of chilly, and then back again to feeling warm, and now all day today it's been just extremely cold. And it's just been, oh my god, it's just been messing me up like crazy. Now it's starting to feel somewhat warm. but it's still kind of cold. It's just been messing me up like crazy. But either way, those are my final thoughts. I just wanted to talk about a little bit on the Gunslinger. I never felt... Well, no, it's not that I never felt. It's just that I never had the opportunity to actually just talk more in detail about the Gunslinger. I feel this one is the best opportunity to talk about it. Since I'm already finished up with all of the hidden effect testing, I do feel this is the best way to talk about the Gunslinger. Just, you know, the fact that it's kind of bad, the fact that where we at with the Gunslinger, where are we at on this character, how does it feel in general? Why did it get nerfed? Why didn't get the Ice Age treatment? Why is Blast Jump still doing 6 times? Beats the hell out of me. Why is the passive so bad? Making you slow fall. That slow falling, I don't know why is that even a mechanic in the game. If any of you really do like the slow falling, let me know why, but because this is so much of an inconvenience, more so than an actual benefit. Yes, I get it. You can just float slowly, and if you... I get it. But nowadays, getting jump is so easy that you can just literally just keep jumping just slowly, one by one, and people are already jumping a whole lot with both Ice Ages and Chloromancers. So I do feel the slow falling is just a terrible mechanic, especially for the Gunslinger. Because if they remove the slow falling on the Gunslinger, Gunslinger might have potential of being good in dungeon grinding. I'm not saying great, but I'm saying pretty decent. Because it does have the old grants plus 20 in terms of movement speed. You can use it for movement speed buff. And it also can just work as instant delete bosses, and if you do have the lock and load ring effect, means you can just do one dodge and have the passive ability active essentially every 4 seconds, give or take, and just do, let's just say, a dodge, see a boss, kill it, one shot, and then if you have ult, just activate ult and keep moving on. And you also have blast jump that does 6 times. But that slow falling just makes it so horrible to grind with. It's like grinding with Gonda. You know, it has its uses, but it brings more detriment than benefits. And for stuff like dungeon grinding is a mess, because try grinding with Gonda for dungeons. Try going down with Gonda for dungeons. It's going to be a nightmare, because Gonda's blocks is just going to keep blocking you from going down into the dungeon. Yes, you technically have infinite jumps. It's the same thing with this one. You technically have infinite jumps, but it's so easy to get jumps nowadays that it doesn't even matter. So, I mean, see where I'm coming from with all of that? It's just... with every good thing, it comes with one bad thing on the Gunslinger, and that's where I'm mostly sitting at on the actual Gunslinger. You know what I mean? But that's it. That's every single hidden effects on the Gunslinger, plus a little bit of a Gunslinger discussion. If you have any thoughts or anything in regards to any of this, let me know right now in chat if you can, or you can also just let it know in the comments if you're watching this as a VOD. With all that being said, I am already done with all the hidden effects. I will just be doing a brief explanation of how does every single one work. I will start off with the stunning ammo, which is the one that I have equipped. Stunning ammo is a 1 second stun that seems to have around a 3 second internal cooldown. A 2 to 3 second internal cooldown, and it seems to stun at around a 50-60% chance. And it does work on every single charge shot. So regular level 1, obviously level 2, and obviously level 3, including class gem, and it does include AoE, as you can tell right there. So if I do AoE, you can see that one got stunned. So it does work on every single damage that is from charge shot. And it only seems to stun one enemy at a time. So if you do hit 3 enemies, it's only going to stun 1. And once again, it's a stun, not a snare, so it doesn't work on Titan level bosses. Then the next one is lock and load. Lock and load, it pretty much gives you the passive ability after you do a dodge. It does seems to have around a 4-second cooldown. And yeah, that's essentially it. And it doesn't overlap with the actual passive ability. So if you do have it, and if you do a dodge, then it doesn't overlap. So it means that you can just throw this, the passive, and do a dodge and immediately throw the lock and load ability. And the cooldown seems to start as soon as you shoot, not when you get it. And I miss. So that's that. And then lastly, the worst out of all of them is Gunslinger. Gunslinger, what it does is when you activate your ult, you're pretty much stuck in your ultimate ability basic attack. You're going to shoot, deal 25% total magic damage more, or 25% more damage in general. And you will be essentially with class gem, instead of just getting minus 25% attack speed, you are going to get a minus 10% attack speed. And then without the class gem, it's going to be, instead of a plus 75%, it's going to be a plus 110% attack speed. So that's essentially everything, and the damage is always going to be a plus 25%, which is funny and hilarious considering that it used to be much stronger as a hidden effect ability, and they thought it was just too strong and it got nerfed. Now those are the things that you don't nerf out of nowhere. I don't know why, but something tells me it was from the same individual, that's the same groups that said about the Shadowhunter being so weak and just complaining about the Shadowhunter. I don't know why, but something tells me, and just going to throw it out there. Maybe not true, I'm just saying. The people are just saying that this was too strong. I don't know why. But something in the back of my mind says, like, this was such an unnecessary nerf. And I've heard a lot of people just talk about, like, you know, the Gunslinger being so good after Gunslinger. And I wouldn't be surprised if those people that just said the same thing about the Shadowhunter said the same thing about the Gunslinger's Gunslinger when it was a hidden effect. I don't know why. No, I'm not saying that that is correct or not. It's just a nagging feeling that I have right now. I could be wrong. I could be just paranoid. And I hope I am. Anyways. Either way, it was useless back then. It's still useless right now. So, yeah, that's essentially all the 3 hidden effects. The Gunslinger, don't know why it got nerfed. And yeah, I do feel like I covered everything. So, before I actually go, let me know in chat, do you have anything to add on? Do you have any questions? Anything? Just going to answer some question if you do have it. If you don't, that's entirely fine. And yeah, it's just going to be the end of this short stream. It's an hour-long stream, which is fine. So let me know your thoughts, or if you have any question, anything to add on, whatever, just feel free to ask the question. It could be in English, it could be in Spanish as well. If you do speak Spanish, you can just ask some question. Either way. So, yeah. Hold on. Just if you don't have any questions, so I'm just going to say one thing that is going to be. I was working on a video, like I just mentioned. I've been working on a little commentary video, which is just going to be discussing about the store packs, the problem in regards to the store packs, and why, like, the amount of store pack that we've been getting thus far. You know, we do get monthly store packs, and why is that a problem for the game right now? It's slowly actually becoming a problem for the game, and it's just going to be a discussion type video, so stay tuned for that one. I was working on it, I was editing, and I finished editing the audio, and as soon as I finished editing the audio, saved it, and the program just crashed, and I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm doing the Hidden FX live stream that I promised that I was going to do, and yeah. So yeah, stay tuned for that one. It's just going to be a relaxed discussion, talk, nonsense video. It's just going to be like a 20-minute long discussion, and me going over the problems with the store pack. With all that being said, since we cover everything in this live stream, I think I'm going to end right here. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for sticking as always. Stay tuned for that video in the near future. Stay tuned for also the Hidden FX video on the Gunslinger. After the Gunslinger video, the next episode will be on the Revenant. So stay tuned for those two particular Hidden FX video. Also, I need to work on pre-patch, post-patch Shadowhunter. So that's another thing that I need to work on. And yeah, that's going to be everything for me. Thank you once again for watching. And leave a like, subscribe for more content like this. And I hope to see you guys next time. Take care and keep on hunting. See ya.